So now you're probably wondering, what is this footage about? Where is it? Hello everyone! Here from Fukuoka, Japan. I'm on the third largest island of Japan, Kyushu. And Fukuoka is the capital city of Kyushu. Welcome to my new channel, Elegant Rendezvous Japan. My name is Krzysztof, and this channel is about traveling Japan, my life in Japan, and because I'm a fitness trainer, I'm also going to talk about some fitness and wellness. So, first of all, it's the 2nd of January 2025. So, this is a new channel, and this is my first video ever created on YouTube. So welcome everyone again, and let's roll. So first of all, I'm going to introduce myself and tell my story, how I came to Japan and how it all began. So yes, 22 years, that's been a quiet time. So maybe you should know a little bit of my background. My name is Krzysztof, I'm from Poland, and from Poland to Japan, from Japan with love. Growing up in Poland, I often felt that life offers many perspectives for a better future. And as you know, Poland was a communist country at that time. So the political climate, lack of opportunities, and my own background, nothing particularly special, left me wondering if there was more to the world. But there was something stirring inside me. I always had a deep desire to travel, to see something new, experience something new beyond what I knew. Then one day, as still a child, I watched a movie, Shogun. And that was the second version of a Shogun with Richard Chamberlain, produced in 1979. So it was a turning point for me. The mysticism of Japan, its rich culture, and the beauty I saw on the screen planted a seed in my heart. This beautiful drama. So every time I heard the news from Japan, something inside clicked me. And I knew somehow this faraway land where I wanted to be. After finishing my national service in the Polish army, I moved to Warsaw, hoping for something bigger, something better. And there was that I met few people in the show business industry, dancers, choreographers, promoters. We started performing fashion shows and exploring international opportunities. My choreographer was connected to a promotion agency, and one day he came to us and with an interesting proposition. And they wanted us to form a boys team and to go to Japan for 6 months contract. Some of my colleagues were hesitant, and at the beginning it was 8 of us, and now I'm the only one that left in Japan. So yeah, for me it felt like a chance of a lifetime. I was ready to take that leap. I arrived to Japan full of excitement, nervousness, and curiosity. Everything felt new. Every street, every face, every experience I had here, I was amazed. It was just fantastic. Every day, the beauty of the country, the uniqueness of culture, the people, humble, hard-working spirit, inspiring, the food, the hot springs, the breathtaking landscapes, from the north to the south, from Hokkaido to Okinawa. So everything about Japan was a discovery. For each day felt like a new adventure. During my lifetime, I felt like I fall in love with somebody here in the country, someone special, and it was a complicated relationship. Eventually we parted ways, but Japan had already become a part of me, part of my life. I decided, despite challenges like trouble I had entering to the country twice, they refused my entry and I was on the blacklist actually. So my passport was taken away and they held me in this like a dark room. Felt like a prisoner. So yeah, it was. I had some bad experience and good experience as well. Of course, there's no perfect country in the world, but there is something that kept calling me back, no matter what. And so after all these years, I'm still in love with Japan and everything it represents. So now I have a question. Have you ever thought about, I know that many of you, many people visiting Japan, but have you ever thought about staying in Japan longer than the visa, actually the permit visa allows, like staying or living here? So if you're thinking about, I'm gonna give you some pros and cons about life here in Japan. Okay, now I'm taking you for a walk in this beautiful park. It's very quiet today, but there is some people in the shrines. We will see later. So today is still the second day of the New Year. So let's talk maybe first on the positive side of Japan. So the place is not coincidental here. I used to live in nearby area. We were renting a mansion here with my ex. For 2 years we lived here. Very small, narrow apartment flat. So Japan has, as you know, rich culture and history. Very deep and cultural heritage blends traditional practices with modern life. Peaceful rituals, the tea ceremony, vibrant festivals, especially here Hakata has the Yamakasa, very famous festival, and people, food, of course. Yeah, and I think next is safety. The low crime rate. Japan is one of the safest countries in the world. People walk on the streets at night without fear. There is a strong sense of respect for others. So, you know, for me, as I lived here for 22 years, I've never been robbed. Every time I lost something, wallet, phone, most of the time returned to me, or I had a call from the police. They said, "Oh, we got your stuff. Would you like to come up and pick it up?" I was surprised so many times. And I left something at the facility or somewhere. I just went back there and I asked them, "Didn't you see my stuff?" And they keep record of everything they find, or there's something left, and you ask them. And most of the time they had my stuff, and it's just amazing how all of this, the honesty probably. It's a very honest country and safe. So next is very efficient public transportation. The public transport system in Japan, world renewed for the punctuality, cleanness. It's so clean. It's like almost disinfected, you know, like in a hospital. It's the trains, the buses, very reliable, making it easy to travel around the country. So next is, oh, there is a shrine, we go there. Delicious food, healthy food, especially here in Fukuoka. Fukuoka is famous for food. Delicious, healthy food, Japanese cuisine. Not only delicious, but incredibly healthy. From sushi to ramen, Hakata ramen, fresh veggies, the seafood. So Japan is diverse and flavorful with many dishes, and that promotes wellness. And probably, you know, Japanese are one of the longest living people on earth. So we are entering to the Japanese shrine. Okay, next thing is stunning natural landscapes. So from the snow-capped mountains of Hokkaido to the tropical beauty of Okinawa, Japan offers diverse, breathtaking natural beauty. Especially I love hot springs here in Japan. Also forest, scenic views, part of everyday life. I can just go there, take a car in 1 hour, and I'm in a beautiful nature. So this is the gate to the shrine. Hello, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Thank you. So yeah, this is, as I thought, this is the Shinto shrine. People come during the 3 days of holiday. Today's second day. They come to pray for the happiness and peace and abundance for the next year. For this year, I'm saying. And on this tree, you can see they put their wishes and they on a piece of paper and they put it on the tree. Over here also. Over here. Like this. Okay, let's continue our walk. Maybe I should go the other side. Yeah, I'll go there. So, the next good thing about here is respect for the nature and environment. Japanese have deep respect for nature. You can see this in everything. It's very detailed. They maintain the gardens. They pay attention to the waste management and recycling. They're so detailed about it. It sometimes just gets on my nerve. Like, you know, you have to just divide everything. Like the garbage combustible and the other one that go for recycling. It's annoying sometimes. Yeah, so this is the good things about Japan. The cleanness, the food, the culture, the beauty, natural beauty. And the people are really peaceful, very nice, gentle-hearted. If you don't make something bad, if you respect them, they will respect you as well. So I will show you exactly. So this is the small harbor. The small boats. The fisherman goes from here. They take the boats and they go fishing. There is a highway over there. I was actually living once in front of the highway. We got 7-Eleven there. So behind that bush was my apartment in this area, in front of the harbor. I don't know if that apartment is still there. It was just 22 years ago. In the summer, you can see many flowers here. It's beautiful. Okay, now let's start. Let's go for the cons, the negative stuff in Japan. So, language barrier. Well, English becoming more common in some places, but still the majority of people speak Japanese without knowledge of the language. Living daily life might be really challenging. Especially if you live outside, you live in small towns or villages. People don't really speak any English there. Here is public toilet. Very clean. Every toilet is very clean here in Japan. Japan is famous for this cleanness. Okay, next is work culture and stress. Hard-working people, too much working. You know, Japan in their 1970s was number one economy in the world. So this is a proof that they work too hard. Can be exhausting. Japan is known for its work culture. And for foreigners like me, even like me, people from Poland actually are the hardest working people in Europe. But I remember when we came here, we felt like we are big guys and we were such a muscular and bulk. And it has nothing to do with hard work. And after a while I discovered that we are just small comparing to Japanese. They're really tough, even though their body is small, but they are really tough. They can work very hard. But I've seen many people, they just go mad. They go insane. They go crazy. Especially when I was living in Tokyo for 7 years, I've seen people going crazy, kicking the stuff on the street or talking to themselves or screaming. That's because they got too much, and they probably had to, got some mental health problems, and it's probably not very difficult for them. Many people suicide because of working hard. I've experienced myself. Sometimes just was too tired. Just wanna quit the job, throw everything. That was back in Tokyo. I had 4 jobs. Even now I have 4 jobs. So my main job is teaching English in the public school, and I do part-time fitness trainer. Also I do as a travel guide. I only do private sessions, and private trips. And my last is wedding celebrant, believe it or not. Yeah, I do that too, basically on the weekends. Okay, now let's go back to the negative stuff here. High cost of living, of course. City like Tokyo, Osaka, too expensive. I don't recommend to live there, but yeah, if you have a good job, why not? Especially in terms of housing and daily expenses, Fukuoka is more affordable and still requires very careful budgeting. So next is cultural differences. So the societal norms in Japan can be quite different from those in the West. The emphasis on conformity, subsequently, and indirect communication can be challenging for those unfamiliar with customs here in Japan. You need to talk respectfully to older people, clearly and respectfully. Social pressure. Japan places a significant amount of pressure on individuals to conform social expectations. Foreigners, we are foreigners, so can be sometimes feel like there is invisible barrier when trying fully integrate into the society. They know we are here and we do as they do, but still we never become fully Japanese. So this you have to put in your mind. So that's basically what it is for cons and pros and cons in Japan, living in Japan. If you'd like to come here, consider all these facts. Lastly, I'm going to visit the Japanese toilet. This is recently been new toilet. This is new toilet. I think it's like a few months. Yeah. It has been let me show you. super clean. And here. Honestly, I don't even have all this equipment. Cleaning. I don't have this at home, so public toilets are better sometimes than the people's houses. You see, you can put your baby here. You can change your shoes. Okay, so that's for today. Today's video. If you have any comments, if you want to come visit Japan, go to elegantrendezvous.com, and thank you. See you again. Bye.